Williams coming in?
I'm on.
All right, Coach. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. You all?
Doing just fine. Tough loss on Saturday to Alcorn State, 22-21. Give us your reflections of the ball game on Saturday, and let's look forward on the clock to your next game coming up on the schedule, which sees you going and taking on TCU.
Yeah, anytime you lose, a tough loss, And I just wanted to have it be one of those games that we had the opportunity to cash in on some opportunities. We didn't take advantage, and Alcorn took advantage of their opportunity, and they played well. It's just one of them games that we got to come back and regroup and get ready for the next one.
Okay, and looking ahead to facing the Horned Frogs on the road.
Well, we know it's going to be a tough game at TCU. They're opening up their stadium, which is good, and we get a chance to go in there. I think it's a great opportunity for these guys to be able to go into a place like TCU. I think the most important thing with all these young guys that we've had, it's good to have gotten a game up under their belt. For me, and I think we just got to get it over to them that it's football. You go out, you give 100%. The most important thing is to play our best, and you never know, that old ball bounce funny sometimes, and we might be lucky enough that ball bounce in our hand.
At this time, we'll open the floor for questions for Coach Doug Williams. Questions for Doug Williams.
They must all went to sleep.
Hey.
Doug, how you doing? This is Donald Hunt, Philadelphia Tribune, man. How's it going?
Hey, Don, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Listen, Darns ran the football really well for you in most of the game, but he got hurt. Will he be able to come back for the TCU game?
He didn't get hurt, with the heat out there on that turf. Actually, he cramped up.
Cramped up, okay.
Yeah, so he actually could not come back in the second half. He was getting IV most of the second half.
Because I know he was running football pretty well for you.
He was, really well.
Mm-hmm.
More questions for Coach Williams.
Coach Williams, Chatterbox, voice of the TSU Tigers, KTSU. At what point did you feel like that football game turned the Alcorn's way?
Oh, man. I think the last drive is definite, but, we made some boo-boos along the way, a couple misjudgment of a couple punts, had a couple of opportunities on the drive and didn't cash in on it, and certainly our kicking game hurt us, but at the end of the day, we had as many opportunities as anybody to win that football game, and you can't really just put your hand on any one button. Because if we had an opportunity to cash in on a couple of drives that we had, it could have made a difference in the ball game.
Coach Ken Rashad, TSPN Sports. How are you, sir?
Good.
Good, Coach. With respect to the fact that Roberts was out for the second half, and while I understand that there were a number of things that didn't necessarily go the way you had expected, is it safe to say that he was possibly a difference maker in not being able to play that second half that kind of turned the clock for Alcorn?
I think Jeremy Runner ran the football as well as anybody could have ran the second half, so I'm not going to use the fact that Dorrance was not in there was a difference in the football game, because Runner came in the second half and picked up about 70-some yards. So I think from an effective standpoint, we still was able to run the football.
Coach, what changes do you think you need to make going into the game next week against TCU?
I don't think there's no changes that has to be made. I think it's mistakes that we can't make. The kicking game has to get better, number one. Not only from the kicking standpoint, but also from the receiving. We had 2 punts misjudged inside the 15, and that accounted for like 9 points. Those kind of things you can't do. You can't gift wrap it and give it to a team that's going to take advantage of it.
Final question for Coach Williams.
Coach, you're
Hey,
going
Doug,
in.
good morning to you. Ty Miller from Sheridan Broadcasting here.
Hey, Ty.
Hey, Doug, being that TCU is starting this season with that new stadium down there, does it give you confidence, being that your team has already played a game so far this year?
Well, I certainly think, like I said, I had a freshman defensive tackle that played 75 plays. You know, you talking about coming out of high school playing 75 plays. I think what it does for a kid like that is gave him an opportunity to adjust to the speed of the game. And now hopefully I don't want to pay him 75 plays again, but it does make him understand the speed of the game. So I think it helps us from a standpoint that we do have a game upon our belt. We got a chance to correct the mistakes, and we got a chance from a mental standpoint to prepare and go in and give TCU the battle.
Also, being that you are stepping up in the competition for the second time in 2 years, what does it do for your team, and what did it do last year, and what do you expect to happen this time in terms of stepping up to 1A competition?
Well, I think we all know that, you know, when we're in Division I AA game like that, it starts off as a money game. But I think for myself and for the players, we don't look at it from a money standpoint. We look at it as a football game that we're going to try to win. I mean, even last year when I got here, we played ULM, and I do think that the first quarter, so we had an opportunity to score a couple times that we missed on that probably could have changed the tone of that football game. And after that, you know, with young quarterbacks and everybody, things just didn't go our way. But we're certainly not going to TCU just to help them let the blooms go in TCU Stadium.
Hey, Doc, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Coach Williams, I'd like to thank you for coming on with us this morning, and we wish you luck coming up this Saturday at TCU.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, that was Coach Doug Williams from Grambling State.